Everyone, this is our lecture number 26. In this lecture we discuss one problem based on design of T-beam or flanged beam. So here we have problem in which we have to find area of steel required for fractal moment of 480 kilonewton meter for the T-beam with the following requirements. We have given width of flange is equal to 900 mm, depth of flange is equal to 120 mm, width of wave is equal to 300 mm, effective depth is equal to 600 mm. Take here M20 and Fe 415. So here we have given these values, and now we have to use these values and find the area of steel for required fractal moment of 480 kilonewton meter. So here we have to use our steps which we studied in our previous lecture. So here we take step number 1, in which what we have to do, we have to consider XU is equal to DF, because our first task is find the value of XU. So here we have to assume XU is equal to DF. For that we have to find the moment of resistance. So for finding that MR1, here we considered XU is equal to DF and MR1 is equal to 0.36 FCK BF DF, because here we take XU is equal to DF D minus 0.42 into DF. Okay, now put values in this equation. So here we put values: 20 width of flange, 900, depth is 120, effective depth is 600 minus 0.42 into 120. So after solving this value, here we get MR1 is equal to 427.37 kilonewton meter. 427.37 kilonewton meter. This value here we get as a MR1. So if you see here that MR1 is less than bending moment. MR1 is less than bending moment. If here we got bending, MR1 is greater than bending moment, then we directly use this formula and here we put bending moment equation value and find XU, and with the help of that XU we have to find the AST. But here we get MR1 is less than bending moment. So now we have to find MR2 also. So for finding the MR2, now what we have to do, we have to put XU is equal to 7 upon 3 DF. XU is equal to 7 upon 3 DF. Now let's do step number 2. This is our step number 1 is over. Now we have to write here our step number 2. First I rub this, then we start. Okay, now step number 2. Step number 2. In this step what we do, we put XU is equal to 7 upon 3 DF. So 7 upon 3 into 120, here what we get? We get 280 mm. 280 mm. So for that case we have to use formula for finding the MR2 is 0.36 FCK BW XU plus D, here we write D minus 0.42 XU plus BF minus BW DF into 0.45 FCK D minus DF by 2. Put value in this equation. So 0.3620 into 300 into 280, 600 minus 0.42 into 280 plus 900 minus 300, 120 into 0.45 into 20, 600 minus 120 divided by 2. Now solve this equation, and here we get MR2 is equal to 641.67 kilonewton meter. So here what we found, MR2. So here we get MR1 is less than bending moment and bending moment is less than MR2, because MR1 here we get 427.37, bending moment is 480 and MR2 is 641.67. So here we get this equation. We have to check MU limit also, what is the maximum moment. So we have to find MU limit also, but here we get this. So if you got this, then you have to take a step of XU is greater than DF and DF is also greater than 3/7 XU, means you have used here YF formula. Here you used YF formula. So let first we have find the MU limit, but here that is not requirement of MU limit value. Here we have used this equation directly, but if you want, then you have to find MU limit. So here we find MU limit also. Otherwise, if you don't want to find this MU limit, then you don't. But here I find this MU limit also, because I want all steps which we used in our design of flanged beam. So here we find MU limit also. So MU limit, for that we have to take XU is equal to XU limit, and here we take condition XU limit 3/7 DF, means DF is less than 3/7 XU or XU limit, because here we put XU is equal to XU limit. So first we have to find the XU limit. So XU limit is equal to, XU limit is the maximum value of actual depth, and for 415 we have used formula 48 into D. So 0.48 into 600, here we got 288 mm. This is our XU limit. So we have used same formula for that, but here we use XU limit instead of XU. Here we use XU limit instead of XU. So formula is same as MR2, but here we use XU limit instead of XU. So 0.36 FCK BW XU limit D minus 0.42 XU limit plus BF minus BW into DF into 0.45 FCK D minus DF by 2. Put value 0.36 into 20 into 300 into 288, 600 minus 0.42 into 288 plus 900 minus 300 into 120 into 0.45 into 20. D is 600 minus df is 120 by 2. So after solving this equation, here we got mu limit is 647.92 kilonewton meter. So first we have to find the mu values, means mr1, mr2 and mu limit. So here we done our work, we have find mr1, mr2 and mu limit, and we have given bending moment. Okay, so here we write all values and compare these values and find the xu, and with the help of xu we have find the area of steel. So first here we write all values. We have given bending moment is equal to 480. We have find mr1 is equal to 427.37, mr2 is equal to 641.67 and mu limit is equal to 647.92. These value we have find. So we have two steps for that, means here we use third step. mr1 here is less than bending moment and bending moment is less than mr2. This is same. Now here we take mr2 is less than bending moment and less than mu limit. It is not possible because this condition is not lie here. So this step lie this equation. So we have to use this condition and the formula which is based on this condition. So if you found this condition, that means you found case xu is greater than df but df is greater than 3/7 xu. In this condition you have to use YF formula. So for that here we write mr because we have to find xu value. So for finding the xu value, what we have to do, put mr is equal to bending moment. So bending moment is 480 into 10⁻⁶, because we have to convert this in Newton mm, is equal to 0.36 into FCK into BW into XU D minus 0.42 XU plus BF minus BW into YF into 0.45 FCK D minus YF by 2. This is the equation we have to use for finding the value of XU. So put all values in equation. 480 into 10⁻⁶, 0.36 into 20 into 300 into XU. D is 600 minus 0.42 into XU plus 900 minus 300 into YF. So YF is equal to 0.15 XU plus 0.65 DF. DF is 120 into 0.45 into FCK is 20. Again D minus small bracket 0.15 XU plus 0.65 into 120 divided by 2. So this is the equation, and in equation we have to put all values. Now we have to solve this equation. After solving this equation, we have got our XU value. we got our XU value. So this is our equation. Now here we got XU is equal to 155.38 mm. 155.38 mm. Now we have used this XU value for finding the AST1 and AST2. Let's find AST1 first. So we have equation 0.36 FCK BW XU divided by 0.87 Fy. This is our formula, and these all things we have to do for finding this XU only. So here we got XU is equal to 155.38. Now put these values in this equation. So 0.36 into 20 into 300 into 115.38 divided by 0.87 into 415. So here we get 929.57 mm square. This is the AST1. Now we have to find AST2. So for that we have to write formula for finding the AST2. So for finding the AST2, formula is AST2 is equal to BF minus BW into DF, BF minus BW, sorry, into YF 0.45 FCK divided by 0.87 into Fy. This is the equation. So put value 900 minus 300 into YF, so 0.15 into 115, sorry 155, not 115, 155.38 plus 0.65 into 120, 0.45 into 20 divided by 0.87 into 415. So after solving this equation you get 1515.20 mm square. So this AST2 and AST1 you get here. So you have to add this AST and find the total AST. So total AST is equal to 929.57 plus 1515.20. So you get 929.57 plus 1515.20. 2444.77. So you have to use this area of steel for finding the number of bars. You have provide bars in 2 layers also, means you have to take 6 bars of 28 mm dia and 2 bars of 22 mm dia, or maybe you want which type of bar you have to use. So this is the concept which we have to use for design the T-beam and flange beam. So that lecture is over, guys. We meet with again a new lecture. In this we solve one problem more based on this design of T-beam. Thank you.